Hey, how's it going, guys? Hiking to Tintagel, and I made making pretty good time. I only got maybe like two and a half more miles to go. So I'm in this kind of old brewery restaurant, and I'm getting some dinner. Should probably wash my hands first. When will I travel to other countries? Probably the only other country is going to be Ireland this trip for a few days. And it's been this hike I just did this morning and afternoon was the most strenuous. It was just like going up and down these steep mountains. I must have like climbed 7 or 8 mountains, just going up, down, up, down, up, down. But I'm almost there now, so I just had to take some breaks here and there, and it's pretty tough. I met some lady hiking. She's like section hiking this whole trail. She says she's doing it over years, but she said that's like the toughest part. So yeah, it's pretty tough, but I got through it. So it's got through the tough part, and not too far from Tintagel. Just gonna get some dinner here. Yeah, it says they got Newland landed hake in and batter with crushed mint peas, tartar sauce, and lemon. Well, worst comes to worst, I would have just tried to camp somewhere again. Like, if I didn't get out of there. But, you know. Yeah, it's an experience trail, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I've been hiking since Nuki, and this little stretch I just did, last 6 miles, is incredibly tough. So I had meat pie with mashed potatoes on top. No, I haven't. It doesn't sound very good. I think I've had a lot of British food in the past in Thailand, you know. Yeah, that's why I had to stop the stream, because like, this is getting way too technical. Like I can't be trying to stream and hold a phone. You know, a lot of that trail was just kind of hiking along the cliffs, and it was kind of flat. You know, you got a little bit of stuff, but here and there. But man, that was just up, down, up, down. This last today, so I couldn't stream during that. You know. What time is it now? It's 3:30, so sunset's about 6:30, 7. So I'll probably hang around here for like an hour. It's only like 2 more miles to Tintagel. I think it looks like it's a pretty flat. Looks like it's pretty easy from here out, so I should be able to do that like in an hour, a little over an hour. Hey, what's up, Retire and Go? Plans for today is just finish. Hey, what's up, Kim? Finish the hike and getting some dinner now, relaxing, and then take it from there. Take it from there. Am I getting tired of cliff walking? Yeah, a little bit. I've enjoyed it, but it's we ready to switch it up, do some different stuff. Maybe go to some cities and towns. They got coffee here too, coffee machine. I'm getting maybe a coffee with my fish and chips. Kind of picked a dark spot to sit. There's lighter spots, but there's a light there. Oh well. They sell Guinness Zero. That's a good idea. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting that. This is actually a brewery, so they might not. They probably mostly just sell their stuff. If I can ask, it's worth asking. Well, maybe they have a zero beer. I'll try their zero ale. I could go for ice cold ale. This is a St. Austell's brewery, so they got it's a local Cornish brewery. I've seen them around. But yeah, maybe they got a zero beer here. Try the local beer. Well, the sun doesn't really rise until about 7:30, 7:20, because I was up one day early before the sunrise. So it rises pretty late. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, everything's going pretty good. A little taxing, but it's good workout stuff. Awesome scenery. I think the wrist is not that bad. Maybe slightly sprained. More of this I'm worried about. I gotta get this bandaged up. Wrist is not too bad. Hey, Nigel, thank you for the 5 pounds. Thank you, Nigel. Garage room, thank you. 2 pounds. Thank you, guys. Cheers. I need to get like a laundromat and put everything I have in the laundromat, a proper wash and dry. Problem is there's just not a lot of facilities in these little towns. It's like they used to be old villages and it's been converted into kind of tourism now. It used to be agriculture and mining. Now the tourism is the main thing in the industry. There's not a lot of bread and butter services in these kind of towns. The last town that had anything, it was maybe Newquay. And then Radbridge, but I didn't go all the way to Radbridge. It was some sort of, it wasn't a bird, any kind of bird. It was some sort of fox, or it was a little clearing. It was kind of a weird spot to begin with. But yeah, it was, I don't know. Hard to get service in this place. I'm using their internet because I actually am in a little valley right now. There's no internet. There's some amazing, I'll show you some amazing waves. And there's a dude kayaking. It's like rocks crashing, waves crashing on the rock. The dude's pretty hardcore. He was like walking on the rocks to get out of the ocean. The shoes are just wet, dirty, mildewy. If I can find a washer and dryer, I'll put them in through that. See if that helps. Just put everything in the washer, dryer, backpack, everything. So I don't have a whole lot of time. I need to get an order because I got to make it to the next town. I mean, I'm trying to relax, take my time here, but still, can't wait for an hour to get my food in. I need a proper meal. Well, I had a decent breakfast, but walking those hills really worked the appetite up. I could go for some food. Yeah, maybe in Tintagel there's a chemist. Right now it's what time is sunset? You can get by on the trail out there until about 7. After 7, it's getting dicey. There's still quite a bit of light out there until 7. The actual sunset is maybe 6:20 or something. There's a lot of ambient light until about 7. I haven't ordered yet. Oh yeah, we're at the bar.
Yes, so it was the cheaper one, the was just slightly smaller, which was slightly less chips, and then the more expensive one. It's good enough.
Okay, guys, I got a non-alcoholic beer. Beer Moretti. Zero beer. I got the large fish and chips. Why? What? It's a non-alcoholic, zero beer. Don't worry, dudes. I'm not drinking. Just non-alcoholic beer. Alcohol-free. What does it taste like? It's pretty good. I like the my favorite's a Guinness. Non-alcoholic Guinness, but they didn't have that. Just kind of thirsty. Just need to drink that or tap water. Yeah, I like the taste of beer. I still kind of get that with the non-alcoholic beer. Prior to this trip, I had maybe 2 alcoholic beers in 2 years. Just a couple Heinekens, but I didn't like them, you know. Non-alcoholic Heineken, but I do like the Guinness. This is my 4th non-alcoholic beer, 3 years. It might be one of my go-to drinks, especially in these kind of pubs here. They have coffee, all kinds of coffee drinks here too. Actually, the tap water, I gotta say here, is really good. Really enjoyed the tap water. America, we put all kinds of fluoride, Chinese cake fluoride, all caked up, industrialized fluoride stuff. Put all kinds of crazy shit in water. I don't know why, who's doing that or why they're doing that. But yeah, water in Japan, the tap water in Japan, and now I guess the tap water in England is very good. Maybe they put stuff in the water here too, but I don't think as much as America. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, maybe not all of England's like this, but Cornwall's got nice tap water. You You taste the difference. Yeah, I bet you Scotland's got some good tap water too. Bonio says Temptation Gateway thing. Yeah, I don't think so. I think so. Actually, it's kind of good because like sometimes you just want the taste of beer. You don't want to drink like a juice or a Coca-Cola. So it's nice to have. Cornwall is my favorite part of the country. Yeah, man, there's a lot. It's amazing how such a little province, like maybe what, the size of, 2 times the size of Rhode Island, and like half the population of Rhode Island. So Rhode Island's pretty urban. There's it's amazing how much there is here. You can easily spend a month in Cornwall exploring, especially if you're hiking a lot and stuff. Like I've been, you're just driving around and yeah, maybe you just need like 4 or 5 days, you know. Hey, what's up, Martin? Yeah, they're called counties. Counties. About twice the size of Rhode Island, the county. But beer also has some calories in it. You know. You might be getting some of the health benefits of beer. The barley, malt, hop. Those are like all plants, without the alcohol. I never even heard of this beer. Beer Moretti. Sounds Italian. Maybe it's an Italian beer. Oh, you got food poisoning, Jonathan? Damn, that sucks. In Vietnam? What do you think it was that got you in Vietnam there? Jonathan Norris been in Sapa, Vietnam. That's in the mountains in the north, by the Chinese border. Oh, it's Italian, yeah. I mean, it sounds Italian. Moretti. I mean, the food poisoning though, like there's mild, and then there's like, you know, crazy, you know. There's like, so I think if Jonathan had the crazy version, he wouldn't be on this phone right now. He'd be incapacitated. The mild is kind of common when you're traveling, you know, but the one where you're in the bed for 4 days, and that's nope, not even power to move except to the toilet and stuff. There's different severity levels. Yeah, but that'll probably pass. Just, you know, drink some water. That'll probably pass in a few hours. You'll be fine probably. If it's worse than that, you know, you'll be stuck in the bed. That'll be like 3-4 days straight. You'll be throwing up too. Like when you're real bad, everything you're throwing up, just like everything. But, hey, Wander Nirvana, man. Big ups. Thanks. Cheers. Thanks, Wander. A nice little pub here. Drinking a local, well, we're not drinking a local brew, but it's a local business, Cornwall. Drinking a non-zero. Thank you, Wander Nirvana. Big ups, man. Cheers. I'm a couple of miles from Tintagel, some little beach village. I forgot the name of it. I can't remember the names of all these places. I passed through so many different places. But it's shouldn't be too far to Tintagel from here. It's like it's the last stop before you get to Tintagel. Yeah, everything's country around here. I mean, there's a lot of tourism and little villages and stuff and little towns, but it's all country. Hey, what's up, Kelly Codwell? Go hard, dude. I nearly died from food poisoning in Egypt from sugarcane juice. Was in a hospital. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've heard like sugarcane juice. I love the stuff, but you can get like, I don't know, something happened. Maybe it can make you sick if you get it bad. Like there could become some sort of like parasite or something on the grass itself when they juice it. Because basically the sugarcane is unprocessed. It's completely unprocessed from the fields. You don't know where it was lying around. It could have been lying around in a warehouse, all dirty, and then just gets put through that machine. So as long as they clean it and stuff, it should be fine before putting it through. But if they just don't clean it, you probably got something real nasty, yeah. So, they could just rinse it with a hose and like anything. I don't know. It's like, well, just a little bit of, I don't know whether, I'm sure they got some process to clean. Probably just dip it in a barrel, with some kind of antibacterial steroid, get rid of anything from them. And it's fine to juice. But probably, yeah, sorry to hear that. Go hard, dude. Drinking sugarcane juice in Egypt, that's a go hard. World traveler there. Good. I've never been to Egypt. It's one country I've never been. I never got sick from sugarcane juice after drinking. You probably don't ever want to drink it again after that experience, but I drank a lot of it in Cambodia, Vietnam, a little bit in Malaysia, India. I had some in Colombia. Always been pretty good. Pokey Dot says 0 alcohol beer is a gateway back to real alcohol. Trust me, ditch it. All right, I'll consider. Yeah, I'll take your advice into consideration. I wouldn't ever buy a 6-pack of non-alcoholic beer. Like just to take it home or something, or even. But if I'm just in a pub setting, it's a good thing to order, especially if they got the Guinness. The Guinness is almost like a meal. It's awesome. Hey, it's a friendly stranger, Mario Herrera, Oz, Cappy Paste, Scuff C and Reaper, Johan, a lot of familiar faces. I don't want to have a normal beer because I haven't drank in almost 3 years. It's called Port William. It's called Port William. Okay. Yep. That's it. All right. Awesome. I'll take some ketchup. You got it. Yeah. There we go. They don't seem to eat a lot of ketchup in England, but I like it with my fries. It looks pretty good. Thanks. I can't even squeeze that lemon from my wrist. My bad wrist. This is Ruby's ketchup. Must be a British brand. That's good. It's good fish. It's a hake fish. Yeah, it's tartar sauce. Tartar sauce and lemon. Yeah, my hand's starting to hurt. Yeah, get that straightened around, hopefully tonight. Should have brought a first aid kit. I didn't. I don't even have a first aid kit, but I could have made one. Yeah, I got it in that fall last night. Broke my selfie stick. Hurt my wrist, and that wounded my hand. I used my hand to stop the fall. That's why both the wrist and the hand got hurt. Most restaurants have a first aid kit. All right, I'll ask them. I didn't know that. This is like a pub, too. Hey, big ups, Patrick McGill. Really thick chips here. Really nice. Really good fish and chips. Yeah, big upstate north. Might have saved my hand there. If it got infected, you just go to the hospital and get it cleaned out. I had my worst case scenario. Sometimes it just heals up and doesn't get infected. It might still do that, it might not, I don't know. But probably better if I had a bandage on it. If it does get infected, you just go to the hospital. Thailand, it happened to me. I had a very tiny cut on my arm and got infected. I didn't think it was so small, I didn't think it would get infected, but it did. And they just treated it and dressed it, and it was fine. Went to the Pattaya Memorial Hospital, which was right there in Pattaya. Cost me like $30. Yeah, but how do they treat tourists? They might charge me because I'm a tourist. They might charge me like $2,000 for just a simple wound dressing. How's that work with tourists and the National Health Service? Or is it just free? It could just be free. Even if you're a tourist, but you guys pay taxes for that. We don't, if you're a tourist, to benefit from that would be, we must pay something. That's free for all, including tourists. Wow. That sounds nice. Hey, Shauna Wonderland says, hey, Charlie, just wash your wound with soap and water. It won't get infected. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Yeah, I've been kind of doing that. I actually brought some soap with me, but I think this might get some antiseptic and a bandage. I can't. Yeah, it's just completely free healthcare, I guess. You're in UK. You just can't. I mean, what about something serious like you need an operation? I don't think they give that to you for free. Maybe just a simple thing that would. Just keep it clean. All right, yeah. I'll keep trying to do that too. Big up, Sean. We got a super chat here from Oscar Magnuson, Food Fund. Thank you, Oscar. 200 Norwegian kroners. Cheers. Cheers, man. We got non-alcoholic beer here. If you're new to the program, got a Birra Moretti 0. I don't think they would just let tourists come and get like major stuff done, like for free. Maybe minor things. Big ups, Oscar. Retire and go. $5. Big ups. Retire and go. He says the camping night was wild. I'm glad you were okay. Aloha from Cambodia. You would really enjoy here. CC, low cost, really nice. Yeah, I like Cambodia's okay. I've been there a few times. I was just there this last trip for about 6 days. I saw a couple of new places I've never seen before. Sihanoukville and on the border. Yeah, Cambodia's pretty cool. But there's a few things about Cambodia that aren't nice. Like the streets can be dirty. The food's not that good. And you can get food poisoning there. I got worst food poisoning in my life in Cambodia, 2019. The streets are kind of dirty sometimes. Sketchy a little bit, but overall, it's a good option in that, Vietnam and Thailand, another option for people in that part of the world. Bill West says he went to the ER in England. He's from the U.S. Subject of payment never came up. Huh. That's good to know. It seems like I get better healthcare every country I go to other than America. Thailand, you just go everything's pretty cheap. You just get something done. I had a problem in Japan. I had to get stitches. That was just $80, no problem. Here it's free. It's like if I need something done in America, man, good luck. It's like I've been lucky not to have any problems in America, but if I did, I wouldn't be able to. I don't know what I would do. No, never had any sort of insurance, health insurance. Generally pretty healthy. Like the things I had need to get done are very minor things. So I think when you turn like 65, you get Medicare. It's like part of Social Security. So you basically get free health care and payments from the government. So everything is like really takes care of the older people. But if you're younger, you're kind of just on your own, But once you get older, you get like free government insurance and then Social Security. It's like a pension, government pension. Which is it's higher than England. I heard in England they have the same thing, but it's only 800 pounds, which is like about $1,000. America now it's like $1,500 for Social Security. So it's like 50% more retirees in America get as opposed to England. 1,500, you can live on that and pretty good in Southeast Asia, just with that alone. But you gotta be 65 to get it. Now they made a thing you can like take it younger when you're 62, I think, or 63, but you get less money. You can also wait later, like you wait till you're 67 or 68, and they'll pay you more when you start taking it, but you have to wait. But they'll pay you like $1,800 a month. So it's like, if you take it early, they might only give you like $1,200 a month. or $1,300 a month. So, but you get that like the rest of your life. You get that until you die. Big ups to Oscar. Big ups to Retire and Go. Thanks for the super chats, guys. Been doing pretty good on the super chats this trip. Although it's been a pretty expensive trip too. But I'm under $100 a day, I think, on this trip. Still not including the flight. But I think I'm gonna, when I get to cities, like I'm gonna maybe spend some time in London. I'll be staying more in hostels, and I'll be able to get my expenses down in food too, because in the country, you kind of just have to eat, whatever you can get. There's not a lot of options, but when you get to the cities, there's all sorts of cheap options. You can go to the grocery store, get stuff. You can, So actually, when I get to the cities, it should be pretty. My expenses will probably go down in half. I was planning on camping, get my expenses down, but that's not working out. Hey, Eugene Vincent, man. Big ups. Thank you for the 2 British pounds. Cheers. Thank you, Eugene. Matan Nada says you have to pay in. Yeah, the way it works is like you pay in quarters. So like say you have a 9-to-5 job. Basically, it's not based on how much you make, just as long as you're working something. But in total, it's like maybe 8 years of regular work, 8 to 10 years. So as long as you work like 8 to 10 years, you'll have enough to get full Social Security. You don't have to like, in my case, I think I'm like 30% short or something. I'm like 2/3 of the way there. So yeah, I would have to, if I want to get Social Security, I have to get like some kind of, it could even be McDonald's or something, anything, some kind of formal job. And then I could get like full Social Security. I'm older, but that's my understanding of it. But they never teach you any of this stuff. I don't know. Like that's my understanding. Greg says that's not so. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Chris says you have to work 36, 37 years. Creator says it's 10 years in UK too. In Germany, it's around 600 euros, and they pay your rent, gas, electricity. That's interesting. So you got your rent and your electricity paid, 600 euros, but that's bad if you want to travel. Like, you don't really care about your rent getting paid. Whereas if you just get a straight flat payment, you can do what you want with that. Take it to Thailand or live out there, So the American system actually incentivizes people to do that, whereas the German system incentivizes them to stay home when they're retired. Yet so few Americans actually go live overseas. Hey, Fezzi, two euros. Thank you, Fezzi. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. Finished up my dinner here. Glad I got the big, man. I'm pretty hungry. DK57 says it's 10 years in USA and you have to make $10K a year. That's my understanding. You can make that much at McDonald's or anywhere, pretty much. $10K a year is like less than minimum wage. It's based on like quarters, and once those quarters fill up, you're good. But like I said, it takes about 10 years to fill it up. So I may be working at like McDonald's for 3-4 years, just to make sure I got my, at some point, make sure I get Social Security. I'm also kind of a libertarian. If I can do better financially where, let's say, my net worth someday is worth like a few $100,000. It's not a lot, but it's a nice chunk of change. And I got like some passive income coming in. I probably wouldn't even just go for Social Security. It's like, I just try to go a whole life without ever taking any government handout. Because I haven't had one yet, so. I never even took any stimulus checks. Hey, BB Bolte with the £5 food fund. If you fancy visiting South Devon, let me know. I'll pick you up. About 1 hour from you. Hey, cheers, Bolte. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I might be coming through your way. Plymouth, Exeter. Devon's the next province over, so I might be coming through there on a train or something. So I might go back to Newquay from here, and then from there take a train. Yeah, go through Devon. And I'll stop in Devon too. Check out some of the towns there. Yeah, big ups, Bolte. Yeah, just keep an eye out for me. You may see me in Devon the upcoming week or so. What I would do is probably take the train through Devon and then from there head to London. I'd stop in a few towns before I get to London along the way. I gotta get a power bank plugged in here. A second. I gotta say the big shout out to the people of England. They're very nice. I had those good Samaritans last night. I chat with people on the trail sometimes walking, and it's been a very pleasant experience with England here. I was in one place. I was in a little village where I stayed 2 nights. It was like a family-run place. Old grandma and as a husband, a wife, and 2 kids, and it was just like a bed and breakfast. And they're just so nice, so nice, such nice people. I was like, they made you breakfast in the morning, and it was, nice experience. There's a lot of like old world type stuff like you don't see in a lot of parts, like these bread and breakfasts, the inns. It's kind of like real cozy type of places, Like even this place is a big business, big brewery, and even this place is pretty cozy, Got some new zero beer here. In that place I stayed at, it was only like 35 pounds a night, which was $40. That was when I had the sore feet a few days ago. It's pretty good ketchup. Never had this before. Must be Ruby's in the Rebel. Giving Heinz a run for the money. No MSG, just fruit, sugar, vinegar, salt, preservative, spices. I never heard of it either. Well, even the Brits never heard of it. Bobby Crush never heard of it. Yeah, maybe it seems like a lot of local products in this area. They never really had much industry here. It was like mining and agriculture. Now you got a lot of tourism. You still have a lot of agriculture and stuff too. I've seen plenty of cows and sheep. I walk some. Yeah, I gotta get going here. I don't know, I got a long walk, but yeah, it's 4 o'clock, so it doesn't really get real dark until 3 hours. So it should be good. It's only like 2.5 miles left. Looking at the map, it looks flat too. You can tell when you gotta go down these mountains. Like today, I've had the hardest, most strenuous walking. It's just up and down a mountain, like 7 times. But you can kind of tell on the map when that happens because there's like a little bend where you're going down, you're looking at Google Maps. It looks like it's just kind of a straight shot from here. So it should be, maybe that's pretty flat. According to the health app, I climbed 120 flights of stairs today. And that's just counting the up. The going down can be very challenging too, especially when there's mud on the trail and stuff. It doesn't count the going down, It doesn't like count that as extra. So whatever the going up was, you gotta double that figure. Hey OG man, I'm almost done with the trail. I just got a couple miles left. We'll be at the next town, and I'm probably gonna go. I'll be done with the trail. So keeps going for a long ways, but I've had my fill, I think, of the trail for now. Hey, if I was to keep doing this kind of trail, I need better shoes. Maybe even, I don't have the right equipment for this trail. Yeah, a lot of the trail is just like a muddy ditch, not even like 6 inches wide in some parts. Just like, but it's been fun. I mean, it's been a great trail. I've enjoyed it. I'm gonna take you guys outside and show you the. I'm drinking. If you're just new here, I'm drinking zero beer. That was that beer there, so. But I'll show you guys the ocean out here. There's where people kayaking out here. It's really pretty wild. And then I gotta get hiking back to the next town. already paid for all this. So I don't leave a tip in the pub, do I? What's the custom here? I already paid up there. Yeah, wrist is doing okay. I just got a wound on my hand here. All right, thanks. Yeah, I mean, we don't know Americans. It might be raining tonight, this evening. It's a little more cloudy out there. This trail is pretty flat and easy. I'll keep streaming, but I had to cut the stream earlier because it was so challenging. I got to focus everything I was doing, just trying to get up and down those mountains. I might get a coffee to go. There's coffee here. I'll show you guys outside here. When you show you guys the yeah, it's getting real cloudy. Probably I got a little more to walk, but I'll show you the yeah, the waves are coming in here. There was a guy kayaking in there, man. He pulled his boat up. It was higher tide. People, you can sit out here, have a drink. It's called the Port William St. Austell's Ales, and this is where I climb from up there, up and down the mountains. You see this hill here. This is a little town. There's a parking lot over there. It's a little tiny village, but this mountain's about half the size of what I was going up and down. This is kind of small in comparison. Actually, not even that. Maybe 1/3. Some nice houses on top of the hill there. So, think about getting an iced coffee to go. I think I'll just keep walking. Just keep walking. Okay, guys, I'm using the. I was using the local Wi-Fi, so I might lose internet when I get back until I get on top of the hill. When you go into these depressions, you lose internet. So once I leave this restaurant, I'm not going to have Wi-Fi for just a couple minutes until I get to the top of this hill here. But bear with me. Try to keep the stream going as long as the hike's not too challenging. I gotta get to the next town, and then I'll be done for the day and pretty much done with the trail. It's starting to get cloudy and cold. Hope it doesn't rain. Actually, we had pretty good weather today. The weather wasn't a problem. It was just the mud and the nature of the trail is very technical and strenuous today. Alright, where the hell does this trail start back up? Must be over here somewhere. Damn, it got cold quick. It was pretty nice. I was actually getting hot and sweaty. I was sweating today from going up and down those hills. Maybe I'll probably get warm again once I start walking. We're back on the trail. Ah, man. Broke my selfie stick, so until I get a replacement, it's gonna be pretty bad footage, but dinner, Port William. Looks like the internet's working for the moment. Back on the trail. See, it was like this kind of stuff. You have to like go down it, descend it, and then go up. I had to do that like 7 times today. It's very steep. And the sun was out, so some of the ground kind of dried up, but it was muddy this morning. That made it more challenging. But then by halfway through, when I came through there today, it was it had gotten somewhat dry. Like, see, it's now, it's not too muddy. But this morning it wasn't good. Still pretty steep again. We got to climb this hill here. Hopefully it's just a straight shot. I'm gonna ask these people. Oh, they might not know. It might be just in this area. Hopefully it's a straight shot. Otherwise, I was thinking about hanging in that parking lot trying to get in a ride. Much more to do. Ride or anything. Oh, guys, okay, go. Headed that way.
Yeah.
We did it last year. We did the coastal path from here to Boss Castle. Beautiful.
Oh, awesome.
Really, yeah.
Awesome. I think they'll like it. Live stream.
Yeah.
All right, cheers.
Right, okay. Take care.
As she said, it's real beautiful on the way to Tintagel. So, and they said it's pretty straight, just walking along the coast. No more climbing up and down mountains. So that'll be good. Beautiful and easy. That's what we want. And internet connection. Yeah, I have to go up this hill, but this might hopefully be the last hill that I climbed today. I've done I already climbed a giant skyscraper. I've climbed the Empire State Building today. Don't want to do too much more. I see a lot, it just goes up and down, like it's the top of a cliff, and it goes down, and it goes up and down. And today, this was a smaller one than some of the other ones. But this is another one you have to do. This one actually has a little village in the bottom of it. Most of them didn't have anything. It was just farmland and stuff. But I had to do this like 8 times today. It's the 8th time. But I wasn't streaming it because it was really challenging. Here's where we had the fish and chips. We got a little more ways to go too. A little more ways to go up the hill here. Get my rain jacket on. It's getting cold and it might rain. You guys there? Tintagel is only 1 3/4 mile. It's not bad at all. So we will be there well before sunset. I've done like 7 or 8 miles of some of the most difficult terrain on the planet, up and down these mountains. Whew. So I'm gonna do a lot of sightseeing tonight. We'll save that for tomorrow. Yeah, today is just another hiking day. Look at these green fields. It's getting pretty dark, but okay, hopefully we get to top of this mountain and it just turns into like a plateau and just goes straight. No more ups and downs, please. The other parts of the trail didn't have it like this, man. So you might just go straight, hopefully, straight across. A little bit there. Let me get my jacket on. So all the water I got left, not much, but I don't have far to go. Whew. Looks like it goes straight. I see another big drop. That's probably another mountain I gotta climb. Damn it. And I lose internet on the drops and the depressions. And the wrist isn't too good. It's like hard to, it's not terrible, but yeah, maybe it's a slight sprain. Put some more soap on my wound. Got some soap from the shower at the hotel here. I've been periodically putting some of that on my wound here. Some soap. Keeping the area clean. And kind of just rub it on my shirt. Put that soap on there. complimentary soap, of course. Here's my flashlight. This really saved the day yesterday. If I didn't have that thing, I could have been real bad. That and a couple different Good Samaritans. Let's put this cord in here. I'm gonna get hot. I was like sweating earlier. I probably have to take this hat off. Once you start walking, you actually get hot. I was like sweating, and I was getting too hot. All I had was like one shirt on, no hat. I just put this hat on because I was sitting down, so I should be fine. Legs aren't cold, but yeah, like I said, I was sweating earlier. It's not bad, but I was feeling a little cold and it might rain, so I decided to put the rain jacket on. If I get hot again, take the hat off. I wasn't wearing the hat all day today on the hike. Just put it on because I was sitting down. When you sit down, you're not generating as much body heat, so you can get cooler in the soaring temperature. When you're walking up hills, you know, then it's a different story. I'm not scared of badgers and foxes, but when I'm sleeping in a bivvy on the ground, I'm an easy meal for even a fox. They go right for your throat. You're sleeping. I got no protection, and I happen to be right next to some pups. Some pups were crying for their mom, either badger pups or fox pups. So I don't want that, and I'll piss them off too if they think you're a threat to to their babies. So they were like right where I was camping. That was my second campsite I tried setting up. They were, after I already got everything set up, they were the babies were crying. You know, they're not far away, maybe 5-10 feet. I don't know what animal they are, but I'm guessing fox or badgers. So they're actually in the live stream I did last night. There was one time where they did that sound again, but I heard that sound about 20 times before I started the stream. That's why I started the stream, so you guys can see what kind of animal that was. But they stopped making that sound. Yeah. Because I guess I was making too much noise talking to the live stream. They got scared or something. They stopped making any sound. They will, it depends on the situation. If you're just laying on the ground asleep, they go for any cheap meal. They're opportunists. What do you think they're called? Foxes. So you don't want to make, yeah, if you're just walking around, they're a zero threat, but you only see them because they'll avoid you. But if you're laying right next to their pups and presenting themselves with an easy meal, they could be angry, either one or two situations, hungry and or angry or both. So it's not something, it's like chasing a fox down the foxhole, you know. You don't want to do that either. It'll be back in a corner, it'll defend itself. I was basically getting close to that situation. So that bivvy sucks. It was like no protection against animals of any sort. Not with the raccoons. Because even after I expelled them, they came back later in the night and they were running around right outside my bivvy and stuff. And obviously they didn't want to bite me. They're just trying to get food, but a more aggressive animal might, you know. But they were still like right outside my bivvy in the middle of the night, running around like screaming and stuff. I didn't get a lot of sleep that night. So yeah, I just figured I'd get out of there and try to get to a road or something. I was kind of done for camping at 2 failed attempts. But that was probably stupid. I just should have set up camp somewhere else or something. I don't know, but I just didn't want to camp. Maybe, I don't know. See, where I was camping last night, those foxes was kind of like this. It was like a circle, but there were trees all around it, though. It was different than this. It was like some bush and trees around it. It was like a circle. It was kind of weird, but it was a little bit more. It was off the trail a little bit, you know, like some kind of cultist circle or something. I was camping in, trying to camp. You ever see these circles like that? That was another reason I didn't really want to camp there, is I was actually camping in a circle. It's like, what's the deal with these circles? I saw a couple of those in Ohio. It's like there's woods, and it's like going all around. There's like a field in the middle, like a circular field, but it's very geometrical. Like, doesn't make any sense. It's like a man-made kind of thing. Maybe we're, oh, look at that rock. Just like a spire. Damn, dude, it's pretty wild stuff. Yeah, it's like some kind of ritual circle. So I was camping in that. I couldn't breathe in my bivvy. It's possible cultist pagans nearby. And then I was getting like fox and badger noises and stuff. I was like, screw this, I'm out of here. The circle alone didn't scare me. The breathing problem, I probably could have rearranged the tarp and fixed that. But the final straw was the animal noises. Right outside my bivvy too. It was like real close. That is a pretty wild looking piece of landscape right there. Damn, we're making great time. So if you want to go to a trek now, actually have some side paths. 1 and 1/4 mile to trek now. These place names, I don't know, but Tintagel is only 1 and 1/4 miles. So we'll be there in no time. Might even get a coffee when we get to Tintagel. Celebrate our victory. That was my goal. I didn't know how the trail I would do, but my goal was at least to get to Tintagel because that's where the King Arthur stuff is. So Merlin's Cave and Camelot. I guess this is the land of Camelot, Avalon. This whole land I've been walking through, mystical land. We're making great time. What time is it? That's only and it's going on 5. Good 2 hours left of sunlight. So I'll be there in probably 30 minutes. See, this stuff's pretty easy. What I was dealing with this morning was very technical. I told you guys, I even talked to a hiker lady. She said that's the toughest part, the most strenuous part of the whole trail. I didn't know that going in, but I managed to get through it. It was a lot more strenuous than other. Like yesterday, I did a ton of miles, but none of it was that strenuous. There was a little bit of some hills, a few hills I had to go through, but it's like 18 miles, but it was mostly pretty light. What I did back there was maybe only 7, but it was 3 times harder than what I did yesterday on a per mile basis. And plus a lot of it was mud stuff this morning and afternoon. The mud hadn't dried up yet. It was really, really tough. Look at that cave. Yeah, it was some kind of circle. It wasn't naturally occurring looking. It was like the trail, and there was like a little side trail. I was like, let's see what's back here. There was still some light, and there was like a perfect circle in the woods. A little bit, just a bit off the trail, like maybe 50 feet or something. Not far off the trail. But I wasn't too worried about that. Like I said, it was more the animals, you know. Hey, how's it going? Beautiful dog.
Oh, thank you.
What breed is that?
Collie Bernese mountain dog.
Oh, collie. Yeah, it looked unique.
Big hairy collie.
Yeah, it's a big dog. Collie and Burmese mountain dog, guys. That's an interesting mix. Beautiful dog. Bernese. I think it's Bernese mountain dog. They're from like Switzerland. Not Burmese. I said Burmese. Burmese means Burma, but Bernese is like a Saint Bernard. Mountain dogs from Switzerland. Had the same colors of a badger. Badgers are black and white. That dog was black and white. I mean, I'm pretty good at walking this landscape now. I could just I had some practice, but I'm pretty good at this trail. I did some sliding today. I had like maybe 1.5 falls, but they were very mild. Like you just kind of like slide. I haven't had any bad falls. I had like maybe 5 or 6 pretty good slips, but I caught myself. It's like, so it was a lot muddier earlier today. It was like everything was just muddy. I was like walking like this for 2 hours, just trying to sidestep mud, like in the grass like this. I was just walking like this nonstop. So I know you had to go down like a hill, a mountain. It was it's pretty wild walk, man. It's pretty wild, but now it looks like it's pretty flat, pretty good. So like it was yesterday. It's smooth sailing up ahead. There's a slip. That's the 7th slip of the day. Didn't fall, but still had a pretty good slip. That's what I mean. You get like slips, and you catch yourself, and then you get falls. I did have like one fall today, but it was real mild. Like just kind of land, you know. A lot of times when I fall, I just land on my backpack, like my ass in my backpack. It doesn't hurt. You lie in the grass too. So falls. The bad fall I had was last night because it was dark, and I slipped in the stream. It was like down the bottom of the mountain, and there was like stream and some water and stuff flowing. Slipped right on that. My phone fell in the water. My tripod broke. My selfie stick. That's how I got these hand injuries and stuff. My wrist. I was like, after that point, I was like, I gotta get out of here. Can't be walking this stuff at night. It wasn't really on stream because I didn't have internet. I kept the stream going, but most of the time the internet wasn't working. So I was like trying to stream it in case I had a real bad accident and I could maybe get rescued or something. I kept the stream going for my safety, but the stream wasn't working anyway, so. That wouldn't even helped me had I needed it. But if it was a good idea if I did need it. The internet was working. Yeah, this is gentle now. It's just kind of straight, slight rolls and stuff. Before it was like up and down mountains, man. But it's a good workout today. And I made it to my destination early. I even had a chance to have some dinner, and it was very relaxing day today. Take my hat off. Well, a winter hike anywhere, like in a harsh winter, now you need like very special equipment, and a lot of it. Like you might need skis, stuff. You need really good cold weather equipment. So there's even like amazing hikers. They've done everything. They don't even do like winter hiking. I mean, you can do winter hiking, but you have to have some really good equipment. You might need snowshoes. They call it snowshoes. You need snowshoes, stuff. There's just a lot of like, and even if you have all the equipment, it can be very dangerous. You can get caught in a blizzard, an avalanche, a snowstorm. You can fall through ice. That's why a lot of people die doing Mount Everest, is because it gets real cold and icy and stuff up there. And a lot of them just die from, not from exposure, but just the treacherous nature of it. Ice is slippery, so. I was thinking about doing some winter hikes, but the good thing about winter is it's dry. Like the air is dry. You don't have to worry about rain. There are some advantages to hiking in in a winter environment below freezing. You just have to dress appropriately for it. Have the right gear. I was thinking about doing like a short winter hike this winter in America. Like maybe a few days out in the cold. Stream it out in Ohio somewhere, maybe when it's cold, below freezing. Plus, it's pretty easy to camp. Like you just camp anywhere, but you're camping on snow, and you got to have like a good mat. I don't have a good mat for that, so I don't know if I'd have the gear to do that. You need a sleeping mat. See, the sleeping mat, it's not just for comfort. The purpose of a sleeping mat when you're in cold weather is to, a lot of You're sleeping in a cold environment. A lot of the cold actually comes from the ground up to your body, and you lose a lot of body heat from the ground. The ground radiates coldness. But if you got a really heavy duty sleeping mat, that will block the cold. But it has to be really heavy duty. I don't have that. What I have is very light. Like, it'll provide a little bit of protection, but not enough. But if I double that up with some other stuff, maybe it could work. I do have some not other sleeping mats, but like some things I could use, like a mat, put underneath it. And the more you have between you and the ground, the warmer you'll be. This is I don't know, like, what you guys think, but this is actually a very challenging trail. It's very challenging. All the mud, there's been miles where it's just nothing but mud. Other times it's only 6 feet wide, like 6 inches wide. You just walk. You got barbed wire here and a cliff here. It's up and down mountains and hills. It's been pretty challenging. I'm not saying it's like the hardest thing ever, but it's definitely some technical hiking aspect to it. It's more than anything I've ever done. It's the hardest thing I've done for hiking. I've done a couple of day hikes in Ohio in the winter. It was like freezing or slightly below freezing. Actually, by the end of the hike, I was just wearing my t-shirt. I took my jacket off and everything, because even in freezing weather, I was warm from the walking. But the problem isn't when you're walking, it's when you're camping, then you get cold. You're sleeping and stuff. Your body's at rest. But yeah, I'm not really like a winter enthusiast to where I would need to hike in winter places. Let's see. Yeah, we're almost there. Should be almost there. I saw a lot of cows today. There was one hillside that had must have had like 50 cows, 30, 50, probably around 50. There was one big bull, horns, all the rest didn't have horns. I don't know if it was only one bull or what, but there was some like smaller calves, a lot of little calves, like smaller young cows. And the rest were just like normal cows. They were looking at me a lot, those cows. They were like looking at me. I did a moo, like moo. I was trying to communicate with them, but they didn't seem very impressed. They just kept staring at me. I took a break by them. They're beautiful cows. You can tell they're real healthy. They just eat the grass and stuff, But I think they're mostly dairy cows. They use mostly for dairy here. A lot of dairy production in this part of the world. Hello. Hey. Hi. Vincent says more people have been killed by cows than badgers. Fact. Yeah, it's quite possible, yeah. I bet you a lot have been killed by horses because either they got trampled or they fell off of them. Horses can be a very dangerous animal unintentionally. Yeah, there used to be rampaging crowds, cows. Cows come from like the Eurasian continent. They were spread to other parts. I believe pigs, cows, all pretty much come from Eurasia, like Europe. You know, a little bit the maybe up in like Central Asia and stuff. So, and I think cows might be native to Europe, mostly Europe, and they were like these big beasts. They were like real aggressive and rampaging, about twice the size of today's cow, basically like. And they were really, but they got humans domesticated them somehow, and those species of cows, they don't really exist anymore. Like maybe they went extinct about 600 years ago, or they got bred in with the cow population. They just merged with them. One thing that's been bothering me is my traps from this backpack. The traps are your muscles in between your shoulder and your neck. Actually, the traps go halfway, midway down your back. You got your lower traps, middle traps, but the upper traps are these big kind of muscles you see between the neck and the shoulder. And there's not even a lot of weight in this backpack, but it's like a good backpack won't bother your traps like this, you know. It's another thing I've been kind of dealing with, so I don't even have a lot of weight. So I think I might switch backpacks. The thing is, I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing this hiking stuff, you know. Like maybe I do like one kind of hiking adventure a year. It could be a week, could be a month, but it is great to do this. But I don't know if I'd want to do this like week after week, month after month. Not too old. It's just that it's very like you get your fill of it. Like it's very fun. You do it for a week or a month, but it's like, you know, you kind of had, I don't know, but man, when I was in an Ohio trip in a month, I was like, I wanted to keep going. I just ran out of money. I actually had no money in my bank account at that point, but I had like a huge YouTube check coming the next month, so I just had to wait for that. But I couldn't keep going because I ran out of money. I actually kind of, so maybe it's more a psychological thing. I had a tough night last night. Today was a very tough walk, very strenuous. I was climbing up and down these hills here. It's like, so maybe it's just tired talking. But because, you know, a really good backpack might cost $300. I don't know if I want to spend. I already have other kinds of backpacks too, like just a normal backpack to carry a computer, and I got some, you know. So I don't know if I want to spend a bunch of money on more hiking stuff right now. Like a tent would cost me like $500, a backpack $300, a better backpack. Hiking sticks cost you about $100, $200. It's dropping a lot of cash. I don't think now if I was to do the Appalachian Trail or try to do it like next year, I'd have to get all that stuff, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that right now, maybe some point in my life. You can see they're a good day of walking. You got mud caked on everywhere. Shoes have been wet all day. Try to wash all this stuff tonight. It's hard to wash stuff with this wound because you have to use both hands. I was trying to wash stuff last night. I couldn't trying to wash stuff with one hand. It's like compounding failures, you know, like one thing leads another with another. I'll tell you what, people who live in Pattaya and other similar places where everybody does your laundry and your cleaning, I mean, it's just easy life, man. That's easy. There's nothing to worry about. The only thing I worry about is not getting a motorbike accident. Don't get too drunk. That's really about it. And worry about your finances that you can afford to stay over there, and worry about your visa. Other than that, there's nothing to worry about there. Nothing, no hardships. It's like easy life. Weather is pretty good year round, most part. And but you know, like I've done a lot of that. I've lived the easy street in Pattaya. I have to do my own laundry, not my own cleaning. Nothing. Everybody does it for you. Not cook my own food. But that's why maybe I'm enjoying this. That got kind of boring. Life is too easy, you know. Everything you want available on a platter. If you're a foreigner and you got a little bit of money in your pocket. Which that little bit of money is not a lot. You know what I mean? You don't need a lot. You just need, like, I'd stay in rooms sometimes that are 200, and they still had cleaning like 2 times a week. Somebody come clean your room. I never had to clean anything. I didn't have to clean the bathroom or nothing. They even change the sheets, towels, you know, or $250 a month, like a service department, service studio. What is this castle here? Looks like a castle. Yeah, but it's nice to have relax too. You know, you don't want to always be struggling. You know, there's guys like that are overworked. Like look at those British and Aussies and the Japanese had building that railroad. You know, there's limits to what even man can do, and they were in that horrible tropical environment between the Burma and you know, it was 100 degrees out, and they had probably not enough food, not enough water every day, and they were forced to try to build a railroad. Tens of thousands of them died. Same with the Bataan Death March. The Japanese had a bunch of American and Philippines were allied with Americans, World War II, and they had a bunch of POWs, captives, and they made them like march. It wasn't a long walk, it was maybe like 30 miles, but they didn't give them any water or food, so everybody just died on that march. You know, it was horrible. The Japanese were marching them somewhere else, you know. So yeah, man have their limits, and it's nice to have also, nice to be able to relax too. I mean, if you do a mix of both, you know, that's good. You know, you got like in Thailand, you got places like Nepal. India has a lot of good mountains and stuff. There's a lot of places like Nepal in India, actually, in Pakistan too. That's just a quick hop and a jump. You can fly over there and do some, as long as you got your equipment with you. You could go to Japan. Japan's got a lot of good hiking and camping. Taiwan, maybe. So there's a lot of stuff you can do. North Thailand, you can do some adventures. There's plenty of stuff you can do in that, but most of it's tropical. Tropical is not real good for this kind of stuff. Just like I was sweating today just in 55-degree weather. I was actually sweating really good walking up those hills. Imagine 90-degree weather, 95 even. Patrick Meal says, Charlie, Arisa worried about you yesterday. She would have you take you to Walking Street instead of Cornwall. Yeah, I just meant like, yeah, we all have our limits. We all need to be able to relax and, you know, heal our body. These bodybuilders, the guys that can lift like deadlift 500 pounds, and they put their bodies through extremes, but a lot of them too, they also take like 4 days off a week, 4 or 5 days off. You know, some of them just train 2-3 days a week, like an hour a day, or an hour per training. So yeah, you need some of both. Having too much leisure and relaxation is not good. Having too much stress and hardship is not good. It's good to have a little bit of both. Jonathan North's got it right. He's a bicyclist. He goes out biking. Biking's a good strenuous activity, but then he kind of kicks back. Southeast Asia, lives pretty chill life. But he's got the biking to go with it. This looks like an old church. '11th century church. Holy cow, that is really old. That's ancient. That's 1000. That's before 1100 AD. So we got a sign up here to see what it says. Welcome to Dinarg. It's called Tintagel Church, and where we're headed is right here. We're basically here. We made it to Tintagel. There's a lot of stuff to see around here, I think. Actually, King Arthur was in supposedly around 600 AD, so about 500 years before this was built. As old as this is, it's modern compared to King Arthur. That's why they're debating whether he existed, because it was so long ago. They didn't have good records back then and stuff. It was actually during the Dark Ages. Once the Roman Empire fell, all of Europe, they didn't have good records in 700 AD and 600, 800. Only some monks were kind of documenting some stuff. The thing with King Arthur, though, is they had there's records and historic ancient French texts and English texts. So he existed in both. The French knew of him. He was known enough among the French back then, the Franks. So that's a pretty good indication that he did exist. Because otherwise, that too. See, I could have. Well, this is a graveyard. I wouldn't want to camp in the graveyard, but I'm forgetting about campsites. I'm gonna be staying in hotels and hostels here. Yeah, I guess that's my problem. I like hiking more than camping. Camping, I'm not too keen on. I could somehow get better at camping, and maybe I'll have be better. Well, here's the town. Looks like a modern type of town. I think we're at the town. Let me check the map. Hang on a second. Okay, you can enter the town at numerous points off this trail. I just checked the map. That's one way, but we could keep checking out this trail here. pretty good. I don't mind walking a bit more. So I feel pretty good. How's it going? Yeah, my feet and legs are good. The last couple of days have been good. I've still got daylight. We're here now, so there's nothing to worry about. This part of the trail is actually paved. It's wide and it's paved. None of it was like this before. Oh, look at this bridge. Okay, now I wish I would have got off the trail because it's going down. I don't want to go down any more hills. I went a lot of hills today. Let's see here. Maybe I could walk. I'll just have to walk down the hill and then I'll be in town here. So go down one last hill here. And we got a fork in the road. Maybe you go this way. Plus, if I go into depression, we're gonna lose internet. Every time I go in these dips, I lose internet. So, but yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing some exploring. Just kind of hanging out tomorrow. No hiking. Hey, we got baby Badger in the chat. Big ups. Thanks for the $2. He says, "My mama won't hurt you, Billy." Hey, big. Thank you very much, Baby Badger. Hey, Randy Hill, thank you very much, $10. Thank you, Randy. He says, love your show, Randy from Ohio. Hey, thank you, Randy. Big ups, man. Cheers, Randy. I think we're gonna lose internet here, but maybe we'll get it back when we get to town. Cheers, Randy. All right, we got, I guess we gotta go down this hill, and then we gotta get into town here. And maybe I'll get like a dessert, some ice cream or something, and call it a night. Hang out. I gotta try to do some laundry, get my stuff washed. Hey, Wildcard ARA, thank you. $10. Sorry to hear about your selfie stick. Hopefully this can help buy another one. Thanks, man. Hey, they said, yeah, the selfie sticks here cost $2 at there's a store called Poundland. It's like the Dollar General. So maybe I'll look for one pretty soon. Daniel Yee, $5. Thank you very much, Daniel. Thank you, RA. Randy, Wildcard, Baby Badger, Daniel Yee, thank you guys. Cheers, man. Super chat train. Oh, the castle's back in here. It's like somewhere. It says bridge and castle this way. It's on this island. Tintagel Castle. Castle Tintagel. So this was the castle, this island here. It's back in here. Admission price is £20. They're not open right now, so you might not be able to go in. Yeah, see, this was all part of the castle here. Look, King Arthur's castle. These old buildings. This old structure here. It's not open right now, though. Maybe I can't go in. These look like guys, the workers. Maybe help maintain the place. Should I go in or wait till tomorrow? Pay the £20. I don't want to cheat him out of £20. Justice Guy, thank you for the £10. Thank you, Justice Guy. Cheers. Go in. Yeah, I'm not supposed to go in. They're closed. This is, well, it dates back 1,500 years. Yeah, OG says wait till tomorrow. All right. I will wait till tomorrow. Let's get to the town here. Yeah, see, this isn't man-made. I mean, this is man-made right here. That's not. You can tell it's very old. It's not. That's not somebody's castle a long time ago. So built it into this cliff here. They're well protected on this island. Or actually, it's not. It's part of the mainland. Apparently, Merlin, he lived in a cave underneath the castle. He was the wizard. There's Merlin's cave is down there too. The cave is still there. So yeah, this is where King Arthur resided. We'll come back tomorrow. Hey, Justice Guy, thank you very much. Let's get to town here. I'm gonna relax the rest of the night, I think. Yeah, I'll do that stuff tomorrow. I'll be a proper tourist and pay £20, not try to cheat. Hey, this was a well well defended place. It'll be pretty hard to attack from here. Like, pretty hard to attack them. Hey, Chris with the 20 pounds. Big ups. Thank you, Chris. Cheers. Thank you, everybody. Very generous super chats on this trip. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, the Battle of Agincourt. That's damn. There's a lot of every red dot is like a significant. English heritage. What is this walk? From Carlisle Castle to Benwell. That looks like a good walk there. All kinds of historical stuff. Must have been some ancient trail. Temple of Mithras, Chester's Roman Fort and Museum, Aden Castle, Windshield's Wall, Walltown Crags. Oh, Hadrian's Wall, okay. Yeah, it's right here, insert. A lot of stuff along there. It's a good walk you could do. There's a ticket shop for the castle here. Another one. Yeah. I'll get my there's a I'm not going to Hadrian's Wall this trip. I mean, I could, but that's clear on the other side of the country. Sunday Carvery, choice of 2 meats. There's a pub there. The town here looks kind of modern. We got ATM. Poor Isaac looked. This is just kind of some inns and hotels to serve the people who want to come see that. Another little town, little village. It's pretty cool looking still. The old Mount House. Tintagel honey comes from our beehives in and around the village. All bees are cared for by Tintagel beekeeper Grant McJaggart. closed right at the moment. A lot of stuff closes pretty early. These are the Knights of the Round Table: Sir Lancelot, Sir Lionel, Sir Boris. Can't read some of those names, the writing. All right, guys, we made it. A long walk from where I started this morning, Port Isaac, all the way up to Tintagel. It was a very strenuous walk. The mileage actually wasn't that much. It's like maybe 8 miles, but it was incredibly strenuous. Because it was just up and down mountains. Like I did probably twice as many miles yesterday, but today was harder. That's an ancient house, still intact. Look at the roof. Rugby World Cup is going on right now. Look at that. Bronze final, Argentina versus England. Final, New Zealand and South Africa. So England just made it to going for the bronze. New Zealand and South Africa are both renowned for rugby. Australia's pretty good too, as is Ireland. Rugby World Cup. All right, guys, I'm gonna relax. Thank you for all the super chats. I'm gonna relax. I gotta do some laundry, get myself cleaned up, get my maybe visit a chemist to try to get this fixed. Sean said I just keep washing it with soap and water. It'll be fine. That's what I have been doing. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm a mess. I got mud on me everywhere, you know. See, it's like I gotta get cleaned up. We're looking for what is SPAR? Looking for a chemist. Hey, do you know if there's a chemist anywhere? Excuse me? One up there? Oh, he's closed though. Okay, thank you. I'm using the local lingo. They call pharmacies chemist. You know, if I said pharmacy, they knew exactly what I was talking about when I said chemist. Look at this, another really old house. Holy cow, that is old. Oh, there's a Boots. They got those in Thailand. That's like a pharmacy. Maybe that's what they were talking about. Spar looked like a 7-Eleven type store. My hand doesn't hurt. That's good. So maybe it's been working. It doesn't hurt. I think it'll be fine. A little bit red. You see these? That's from Thorn. From walking yesterday. Yeah, there's the chemist Boots. All of Europe calls it chemist. Oh, yeah. If you said that to an American, they'd be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Yeah, I didn't know all Europe says that, but Americans definitely don't say that. It's a pretty cool town. All right, guys, I'm off. I'm gonna call it a day here. I had a pretty big meal with the fish and chips earlier, an hour ago, or hour and a half. So I'm gonna call it an evening, relax. Maybe just get a snack, some ice cream or something. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. All right, guys, peace out. Take care. See ya. It's been a good, great, this is day 7, been a great week here in England. And everything's been going good. You know, you get a little bit of hardships and stuff, but yesterday I was just kind of, I got in a tough spot. It's probably my own fault, but yeah, you live and learn. But the trip's been great. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.